So guys, we also had App Premiership action. Golden Arrows going up against Supersport United, and Golden Arrows winning that 1-1-0. Oh wow, gotta tell you, man, Steve Khompela got his tactics spot on here, man. I tell you, man, it's if you watch the first half, I mean, Golden Arrows created most of the chances, but it also looked like Supersport was struggling with the heat or something. Like it just looked like they were just struggling. They were struggling to contain Golden Arrows, the passing. You know, Golden Arrows are very quick with regards to their transitional play and the counters and all that stuff. They were just struggling with that. And you know, second half comes into play. Noxum Teaser eventually gets the goal, or if it's an own goal, to Luke Fleurs. He hits it, he hits the crossbar onto the back of Luke Fleurs, and it goes in. And I gotta tell you, man, they got the tactics spot on, and it just also looked like Supersport were just, it was just too hard for them. Perhaps the heat, perhaps, I don't know, but it just looked like they found it hard to contain Golden Arrows. And the thing is, after Golden Arrows takes the lead, Golden Arrows say, okay, now that we have the lead, let's see if you can break us down. And it seemed like Supersport were not able to. They tried. I think Khompela had a header at some point. That was before the goal. Had a header at some point that was saved brilliantly. And then Mahachi had a shot from a free kick. Another save as well. Other than that, you're sort of thinking, you're struggling to think of like the clear-cut chances that Supersport created, you know. So big ups to Golden Arrows. I think they needed a win. You know, it's gonna give them a lift and all that stuff. And in terms of the way they play, it's very beautiful as well. I like the way they play. But as for Supersport, it's like, look, man, I'm not saying Supersport must win every single game. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, it's that consistency, man. I really wish they gained a little bit of consistency, perhaps, you know, to compete with the people above them and all that stuff. And they've given them advantage. And now Pirates is gonna play, and we don't know what's gonna happen. If Pirates wins that one, they gain a gap, or they open up the gap, or whatever the case may be, you know. So big ups to Steve Khompela. I think he got his tactics spot on in terms of the transitional play, in terms of the way that they were just cutting some of the defenses apart within the first half as well. And I also do believe that Supersport, maybe up until the goal was scored, just didn't show up. They just didn't, you know. So big ups to Steve Khompela.